Welcome to another episode, everyone. An dark-skinned Indian woman is going viral on TikTok for saying that her family hates her black husband or her soon-to-be black husband. She's about to marry this individual. They've been together for several years now. And she's receiving backlash because many individuals are saying, well, if you knew that your family was so racist, she says her aunties, uncles, her mother, who she has no contact with for the last 6 or 7 years, her mother, because of her racism, and her brother she has no contact with, but her father she's still in contact with, and people are criticizing her because they're saying you're still seeking his approval when you know he's racist. Why would you bring your husband, or they are now engaged, her soon-to-be husband, why would you bring him into a situation where you know your family hates him just because of the color of his skin? You know this, and they will never accept him. And people are, of course, criticizing her soon-to-be husband. Why would you be in a situation? We understand that it's not her that's racist, it's her family, it's her parents and all. But still, why would you be in a situation where your fiance, your soon-to-be wife's family hates you just because of the color of your skin? No, I am of the mindset that, well, if you hate me, F you too. The hell? Who the hell you think you are? See, look at her. She looks like a black woman. Let her talk, man, before I go on and on. Jeez.
So I have been dating a black man for the past several years, and I thought it would be time for my dad to meet him. So I texted and asked him if he would meet, never responded. So finally, I was able to FaceTime him, and he said absolutely not. He got really upset, saying that he doesn't accept this. He wants nothing to do with meeting this man. And he just kept saying over and over again, no black people, no black people. The following day, I asked him again. I thought maybe he just needed some time to process things. And again, he got even angrier than he did the day before. And
yes, and this is why she's being criticized. You know, you called him again the next day. And I asked him again the next day, what part of he hates us do you not understand? He has no smoke, no hate for white people, only black people. She's Indian. Look at it. She looks like a black woman. That's what many of the comments are saying. Hell, you look like a black woman. So your parents who produced a woman who looks black, which means they must be dark skinned too. Of course, they don't have to be dark-skinned because they produce a darker-skinned child, but chances are that they are also dark-skinned individuals. Both are her parents, at least one of them. And they look at their daughter, and they should essentially see a black woman. This woman, as many individuals were saying, looks like a black woman. How can you hate black people when your daughter is nearly black? But the problem is she's calling again the next day, Dad, accept him. Begging Dad to accept someone who he's made clear he hates. Not only does he hate, his entire family hate. How can Indian people, you say, hate black people? Here we go. Another group, another minority group. We've seen it all. We've seen it. Name one that has not made a video about hating black people. No one else. Every group, Asians, Hispanics, Arabs, Haitians, Indians. Every group has made a video or gone viral for disparaging and denigrating black people and black people only. Other immigrants, immigrant groups, minorities, so-called people of color. This is why I don't go for that people of color nonsense. I'm none of that. I'm not a person of color. I'm a black man. You will address me as so and treat me as so. And if you think you're going to mistreat me as so, you got another thing coming. You're going to get a rude awakening. Those days are long since gone. We're going to fight to the death. Bear in mind that Indians also had slaves. Yeah, they did. Indian people had slaves, the people who were frowned upon, who were discriminated against, and who were scalped. Have they ever truly been a friend to the black community when have you seen the Indians in the civil rights movement fighting? You would think that they would be fighting in the civil rights movement as well, saying that this is our country. We want a piece of this pot. This is our country that you guys have come and usurped from us. So we want our country back. You would think that they would be fighting with black people, but they were not, just like no other minority groups were fighting with black people. This is why I'm not a person of color. This is why I'm just a black man. Here it is. A woman looked like she's as black as my damn sister. Talking about her parents are racist. What the hell?
No black people, no black people. They're no good.
They're no
I don't
good.
want you to do anything with him. Cut it off. Cut your losses. You can find somebody else. And he hung up the phone on me. There's going to be a point in time where I ultimately will have to choose between my parents and my life. And it's looking more like I'm going to have to cut everybody out of my life. I don't know what it is, but my parents, when I talk to them, they make me second guess everything that I do. When I held them at a distance, I was more confident. I was able to focus and just be happy. But every time they come back into my life, I feel like I reverted back to being a 6-year-old with no direction in life. I feel lost. I'm second guessing everything that I've done in the past several years. So
your parents are just bullying you, and you're still seeking their love, affection, and approval. This is why she's receiving so much backlash, because people feel like you're still seeking the approval of your family that you should have been. Clearly, it's not easy to cut off your father, your mother. People say, just cut them off. That's your father. Clearly, it's not easy. But if they're so hateful, and hell, you're dark skinned, and now you have this fiance, your soon-to-be husband in your life, and he refuses to even meet the man, accept him, certainly not coming to the wedding. Why would you still be in contact? You seem hesitant about who you're going to choose. It's going to come a time in my life where I have to choose which one. Hell, he made the decision for you already. But let's continue. She has more. She's not done. Again, she's been receiving a lot of backlash.
A lot of people in my comments said that I should just date somebody within my community. The thing is, I married somebody within my community. He was every Indian parent's dream son-in-law, perfect on paper. Yet I was so miserable. And he was probably miserable too. We ended up getting a divorce. My parents told me that because I was getting divorced, nobody is ever going to love me. No one is ever going to look at me. I'm washed up. I'm essentially a loser. And that took such a huge toll on my self-esteem and what my future would look like, because I still wanted to be with a partner. I went the route that my parents wanted me to go, and it just wasn't for me. So this time around, I said to myself, I'm not going to live my life for my parents. I want to live my life for me. And I ended up falling in love with somebody who was outside of my race. It wasn't like I sought him out specifically because of his race. It just so happened that we meshed and we matched and we did very well together. I didn't call my dad to meet my partner. I actually called him to say that I am marrying my partner. And that is the reaction that my dad gave. My parents are never going to meet him. I just wanted my dad to at least know, because he is going to hear it from other people once they find out. I just didn't want him to hear it from somebody else. I wanted him to hear it from me. A lot of people.
Okay, so there you go. They are engaged. As I said, she has a big old rock on her hand. They're about to get married. So now she's exposing that she didn't call her dad just to say, hey, I have a black partner. She called her dad to say, hey, I'm about to marry this man. And same thing, dad hung up the phone in her face and told her it's not happening. But let's continue. And this is why people are saying, well, you're trying to force, you still seeking your dad's approval when you know how he feels. And people are saying, some people are coming for it real hard, saying this is how you probably really feel too. You just were able to hide it. This is how you grew up in this household, knowing how your parents feel, and you gonna go and get yourself a black man and put him through this? No.
Asking why I would even bother bringing my partner into a situation where he could possibly be disrespected.
Right.
When my partner and I met on Hinge, I don't even think we had physically met yet. We were just talking. Probably like 3 or 4 days in, I let him know that there is a 99% chance that he will never meet my parents. And if we were to ever get married, I know, crazy talking about marriage within 3 days of speaking, that my parents would probably never come to our wedding. I let him know up front that this is the situation that he was going to be in because my parents are inherently racist. Since then, I have never brought him around to any family functions. He has only met a select few of my cousins that I knew I could trust, because my parents are not the only ones who are racist. My aunts, my uncles, distant family members, older cousins, community members, they're all racist. And
Damn. Aunts, uncles, distant cousins, community members, they're all racist, she said. This is an Indian woman, an Indian community she's talking about, an Indian family. Yet another anti-black culture, the Indians of all people. You hearing it from her. It just so happens to be her family? No, it's the whole community. She said the community, the whole community. Her father, a raven racist, hanging up the phone on her, ready, prepared to disown his daughter. The mother has already done it. Been 6 or 7 years, she says, since she's had contact with the mother. They've gone no contact. As we can see, she still has contact with the father, and apparently is desperately seeking his approval for this marriage, an approval that she knows she will never get. As she said, she told her soon-to-be husband within days of meeting that my family is inherently racist. They will never meet you. They will never come to the wedding, or it's a 99% chance. She left at 1%. That's why she calling her dad, trying to get him to this 1% she has in her mind. She don't get it. People were eating her up a little bit in the comments. How can you be racist to people the same color as you? Someone asked. The boyfriend should be asking if he wants to marry into a racist family. Someone said, well, yes. So Joy Glenn says, I just want to know why. Why is there so much hate for black people? I just want to know why, she says. Why is there so much hate for black people? The sister is asking. It's going to take me 10 or 15 videos or 1,000 videos to try to explain that to you, sister, and break that down. Just accept it for what it is. Close ranks. Let's unify and not worry about these individuals. But we have to close shop. We have to stop. We have to gatekeep our culture and our community. And this is something that we do not do. We see how they all feel. Damn, asking why. Who gives a damn? Just return it. The feeling's mutual. This is every group. Ashley Gonzalez, this is every group coming out disparaging and denigrating the black community or hating. She said her whole community, distant cousins, uncles, aunts, her mother, her brother, her father, everybody hates, has not met this man, will not meet him, refuses. He might be the best man in the world. As she said, she married an Indian man, and he was the best Indian man on paper, but she was miserable, she said. They don't care about her happiness. They only care about racism. This might be the best man in the world. Treat her better than he ever treat any black woman. That's how these dudes are. These dudes that do this shit right here. That's how these sucker asses are. He'll treat her better than he ever treat any black woman. He kissing her ass. He begging to meet her family. Meanwhile, she says in one of these videos, and we have one more video to play after this, she says in one of her videos, perhaps the next one, that his family, because someone had asked her that question in the comments, I wonder how his family treats you. And I don't know if she was responding to that comment or not, but one of the videos, as I said, she said that his family treats her like she's one of their own. She said that his parents treat her better than her parents, that it's like his parents are her parents. That's what she said. She didn't have to answer the question. I already knew the damn answer. Not shocked at all. Let me get this right. Let me guess. Here we go. Your family hates him and hates his family. Haven't met them, don't know them, said, no black man. Hates him and his entire family for no reason other than the color of their skin. But his family, the black people, accept you and treat you like one of their own. They don't see any right. They don't even see your color. Hell, they see a black person. They don't even Indian. Hey, come on in. Let me cook for you. You about to marry my son? Welcome to the family. His family treats you like a daughter, she said. His family treats her like she's a fucking princess. That's black people for you, boy. That's black people for you. They hate us, but we love every damn body. Well, y'all asses do. Look at this. Her family hates him and hates his family. But what does his family do? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. But you can't say, no. She didn't have to make a video and tell me that his family embraces her. I know she would never make a video and say, and his family feels the same way that my family feels. His family hates me. His family, I've never met his family. His family refuses to, they're going to support their son if nothing else. They're going to love their son through his decision. Whatever it is, he can be gay. They still going to love their son. Their love will always, black parents, be stronger than the hatred that they may have for anyone else. And they have no hatred for anyone else. She's in there being loved and embraced. Reminds me of a video I did not long ago where the mixed child was saying that her white mother hated her, would call her the N-word, and all of this. Her father was black. And how her mother's whole family, aunties, uncles, cousins, you name it, despised her, despised the fact that she was half black. That whole side of her family despised her, did not embrace her, did not want anything to do with her because of the black that she had in her. But the black family, she said, her father's side, loves her, embraces her, coddles her, embraces her. That's what the black family does.
I did not want to put him in a situation where he could be disrespected. I have always done my due diligence to protect him from racism, from any type of disrespect.
Really?
I wouldn't want to be disrespected like that, and I would never ever want to put him in a situation. The reason why I wanted my dad to meet him is because we are planning to take the next steps and possibly get engaged.
So what?
I didn't want my dad to find it out from somebody else. I wanted him to hear it from me. I thought that my dad would be a little bit more.
Yeah, she talking like she got a cancer diagnosis. Like she about to die in 2 days. I didn't want my dad to hear it from someone else. I wanted my dad to hear it from me. You know, like, what? Damn, you about to do? Hear what? Like this is just some horrible news or something. You want him to hear what from you? That you are in love with a man who is protecting and providing for you? You have to break this news to him? Is that bad? He has to hear it from you first? No, you're seeking this individual's approval, and you know how he feels. This is why people are asking the question, why would you subject your husband to this, your future husband? And furthermore, why would he subject himself to this? Because he's a raccoon, an indoctrinated individual. Ain't no way in hell. The moment you tell me, well, I'm never gonna go through that anyway. I'd never have to worry about that. Yeah. Her parents are gonna be the same thing that she is. Black as hell. Black as hell. The hell? Damn everything else.
Open to it because we do have a good relationship. I've already cut off my mom. I haven't spoken to my mom in 6-7 years because of her racism. I thought my dad would be slightly different. I'm not saying completely different. I'm saying slightly different.
Why?
And I was wrong.
Yeah, you was wrong.
So a lot of people.
Why would you think that? Stupid. Let's get to the last one, man, with this broad. She getting on my damn nerve.
Yes, I've always known my parents are racist. From the age of 5, my parents have instilled in me that I was not allowed to have African American or Puerto Rican friends. So I spent my entire life hiding those type of friendships or relationships.
What about white people? They good? What about the ones who came and took their land and murdered them by the millions, scalped them, took their heads off? There was a tribe that they locked into these huts and set on fire with babies and mothers inside. They locked the hut so that they couldn't get out, locked it from the outside, slammed them shut and set them all on fire and watched the babies and mothers in there burn and all the men. An Indian tribe. They're not mad at them. You can be friends with them. You just can't.
So that I wouldn't get in trouble. Somebody commented on my video that Indian people see blacks as the bottom of the barrel, and that is exactly how they view African American and Puerto Ricans. They
really, as bottom of the barrel. These people, hell, y'all let them come over here and take the country from you and kill you all, and you never did nothing. Yes, we were enslaved, but we were fighting back. There were many slave rebellions. You only know about a couple because that's all they want you to know about. But we're going to get into it. Black people fought for their freedom. There's a reason that Abraham Lincoln, who did not care about black people either, signed the Emancipation Proclamation. There's a reason for that. We'll get into it, but it's not the reason that the American media apparatus has put out for centuries.
I think that they are substandard. They view them as hoodlums. They just don't see them as successful. I was always confused as to why my parents felt this way, because all of my interactions with African Americans and Puerto Ricans have always been pleasant. I've learned a lot from them. I admire so much of their culture. I didn't view them the same way as my parents did. Yeah. I don't think it's fair to say that just because.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I hate to judge someone based on their family and their parents and all that, but I don't trust you, girl. I don't trust you. You couldn't be sleeping in my damn bed.
As my parents are racist, that I have to limit myself from these type of relationships and friendships that I have built over the years. That's their problem. It's not mine. I love my partner, and I love his family. I think they're super loving. I feel that sometimes they're better than my parents.
His parents are super loving, and I feel sometimes that they're better than my own parents. This lady black as hell. Her mother is so racist that she has had no contact with her for 6 or 7 years. Her own mother. Mother never stops being a mother. She stopped being her daughter and having contact with her 6 or 7 years ago. And her father is so racist that he's hanging up the phone on her. When she's talking about a man who loves her, who she wants to be her husband, and who wants her to be his wife, who he wants to love and protect for the rest of his life. You would think that the father would be ecstatic about someone taking on the responsibility of caring for his daughter and providing and protecting her for the rest of her life. But he's not happy about that at all. It's just the opposite. He's raving mad. There you go. I'm going to leave it there because I'll go on and on, but I'm just going to leave it there for right now. Let me know what you think in the comments. That's the lady. Her TikTok is Roopz. There it is. Roopz. Roopz. There it is. Roopz. There it is. It's her TikTok. Go check her out. As I said, she's under some fire for these videos that I just showed you. Some of the things she said in there. Some people are, of course, supporting her. It's not her fault that her family is racist, and you don't need them. You go on with your man, girl, and you go on with your black man. You know, don't worry about your family. You got a good man and all of this. Some people are not happy at all about some of the things she said in there and saying that they feel like she feels the same way secretly. She's certainly putting her fiance in a certain position. That's why she made the other video defending herself, saying, hey, I told him 3 days in that my family was racist. It was his decision to continue on with this relationship. I guess that's true. It is his decision. He's a man. And he's decided to, that this is what he's going to marry into. I, myself, would not make that decision. I wouldn't take it out on her if this is not how she really feels. I don't know. With her, I don't know, man. I'm suspicious. But if I met a woman who didn't feel that way, her family did, okay, maybe I wouldn't take it out on her. But again, I never would. This is simply a hypothetical. Believe me. But should it happen, whatever it was, maybe I wouldn't take it out on her, but I still wouldn't date her. Damn sure wouldn't marry her. I'm good. I'm sorry. It's not your fault that your family feels this way, but F them, all of them. I'm not marrying your ass. Your family feels this way. F them. That's what I'm going to tell her. Go to hell with your family. How about that? Stay safe and stay free. People up.